I thank Congresswoman so very much for allowing me to speak this evening, and to also thank her for her service to the United States of America in our military. She knows the cost of liberty, and there couldn't be a better member of Congress than Chrissy Houlihan, I'll tell you that. A lot of Americans, perhaps in the newer generations, don't understand what Russia is capable of. So I refer you to two books, if you're interested, and I hope you are. One is Bloodlands by Dr. Timothy Snyder, now at Yale University, who discusses the history of the region that we're talking about and what happened yesterday at the United Nations, and also another book called Red Sparrow. I would recommend you don't read that in the evening, but during the day, because you will learn more about how Russia both operates now and has always operated. To give a little history, before the collapse of the murderous dictatorship that was called the Soviet Union, that occurred in 1991, and had extended all the way from Russia all the way across Europe to Germany to East Berlin, which has been free since 1991, a great president, Ronald Reagan, served this nation. He was elected twice. He correctly identified Russia as the evil empire. Ronald Reagan had been an actor in Hollywood and fought to remove communists from the ranks of the Actors Guild in California, where he met his wife. And that particular effort by Reagan took great courage, because he could have been killed. That's what it's like to deal with Russia as the Soviet Union, or the empire now. Another Republican president during my service was George W. Bush. He named Russia and North Korea as the axis of evil. We could add Iran and other countries, but never before at the United Nations has any U.S. president ever stood with the dictators of Russia. Those countries that voted with Russia yesterday are state sponsors of terrorism. Russia understands terror. That's what she does. So for the United States to stand beside Russia, North Korea, Belarus at the United States, at the United Nations, it's appalling. It is appalling. Russia's atrocities go back hundreds of years. During World War II, on the soils of Ukraine, 14 million people were murdered. This is the tradition of Putin. If you do not know that, you are naive. Wake up. Wake up. Even China abstained from the vote yesterday. Aligning with these countries who past presidents have called the epitome of evil on earth is shocking. The very fundamental purpose of this nation is liberty. That's why we're here. This isn't some game, and it's not about strategic metals or very precious items that are underground somewhere. It is about something much more precious: liberty. So to see that happen at the UN yesterday, I thought, what have they been drinking up there? Ukraine is a scrimmage line for liberty on the continent of Europe today, and no president of the United States should cavort with dictators. We have always been the bastion of freedom. Our people have died for it, defending these ideals around the world. And yesterday, President Trump cowered and appeased one of the most dangerous dictatorships in the world. It is shameful, it is un-American, it is not patriotic, and it's almost traitorous. Maybe it is traitorous to do that. We know Russia, we know North Korea, we know Iran. They don't stand for liberty. They're part of the new spider web of tyranny that's poised against us, if anyone is paying attention, anywhere in this country. The actions to vote with them and against Ukraine is a blotch on America's record as a champion for a free world. Most of the world is not free. If you haven't traveled to these places, try. You might learn something. So tomorrow is another day, and I urge those who lead foreign policy for this administration to remember who we fight for, who our friends are, who our allies are, and who are our enemies united against us. I also just wanted to place on the record a reminder that when Ukraine was beginning to be free after the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, a great man, Viktor Yushchenko, was president of the young Ukraine. What did Putin do? Putin had him poisoned. And Yushchenko survived somehow. When they flew him to Europe and they tried to pump him out with some kind of horrible, horrible strategic metal that he had been made to swallow when he ate with the dictators who continue to control Russia. He has just killed, Putin has just killed Alexei Navalny in a terrible Arctic prison because he wanted to run against Putin. And that's how you get elected in Russia. You kill the opposition. So my friends, pay attention, inform yourselves, and if you want to understand how a tyranny operates, look at the film on YouTube. It takes 30 minutes. It's called Freedom Means Never Surrender. It's a documentary about how a tyranny functions. It just won the Telly Award. Take the time to do it. Recall for yourselves the preciousness of the liberty we enjoy. And I yield back my time to the gentlelady, and I thank you very much, Congresswoman, for allowing us to speak on this special order tonight.
You're very, very welcome. It's my privilege.